Question for you.
I never like his questions.
Well, you know how you're like always talking to athletes and getting training tips and stuff?
I've spoken to a bunch of athletes, yeah.
Well, since you're doing Movember, did you get any mustache growing tips?
At this point, I'm just thinking mustachy thoughts and hoping for the best.
What exactly is a mustachy thought?
If you check your calendar, you'll see it says November. It's a time for growing a mustache, which I am struggling at miserably. The Canada-Russia Super Series I talked about before is fast approaching. Starting to hear little whispers here and there about the World Juniors. Not too much, but if you listen really closely, World Juniors.
Do you mind not listening in? I'm on the phone.
But there's at least two other things going on in November that I gotta talk about. And what's great about them is they go from coast to coast. I love this country. We'll start out east at the Four Nations Cup. Those four nations being Finland, Sweden, the United States, and of course Canada. And it's a tournament from women's hockey teams from each of those four countries. And it's a chance to see Canada's ever-growing hockey rivalry against the States. Canada won last year in 2009. However, the US won in 2008. And if you watch the Olympics, I think it's fair to assume these two teams don't like each other. Maybe. And there's some great carryover from the Olympics too. Because leading up to the Olympics, the Canadian women as well as the other countries were just training, trying to get there, trying to get gold. Well, Canada won gold, and since then they've been working even more. And on Canada's team for the Four Nations Cup, there are 14 women from the gold medal winning team at the Olympics. 14! Jana Heffert, Marie-Philippe Poulin, Jillian Apps, just to name a few. I actually played street hockey against Heffert and Apps, and they're pretty good. So that's what's going on in the East. What about the West? I didn't know which way to point. In BC, the complete opposite side of the country, you have the World Junior A Challenge. If you don't know what that is, I forgive you because it's only been going on since 2006. So that tournament's where Junior A teams from Canada and all over the world battle for hockey supremacy. There's 6 teams in the tournament: Russia, Sweden, Switzerland, the United States, and Canada West and Canada East. That's right, there's 2 Canadian teams in the tournament, but it guarantees Canada nothing. Case in point, the US has won the last 2 years. Canada West won it back in 06 and in 07, but Canada East never won. I say that like it's shocking that they've never won a tournament that's only been around for 4 years, but this is Canada. And we specialize in a few things here. A few of those things being maple syrup, back bacon, and gold medal expectations. Hooray for stereotypes, but it's true. So if Canada wants gold at the World Junior A Challenge, they gotta get past the States. Russia's been a really pesky team at this tournament, and there could be an upset from someone else. And if it comes down to Canada versus Canada in the finals, that's called having your work cut out for you. So to the women competing out east and the guys competing out west, go get them.
Because Canada kicks butt in 4.5 different time zones. Or was it 5? Why's Newfoundland gotta make things so complicated?